Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And y'all, I came in today to talk about the OnlyFans model who fatally stabbed her boyfriend. And I wanted to ask a question. Is it wrong that we as Black women don't seem to care about this case, nor Christian Abumzali? And y'all, I'm having problems pronouncing his name. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to refer to these two as Courtney and Christian. So let's just get to it. So Christian, who is this Black young man, is 27 years old, and he moved to Florida from Texas to live with his girlfriend, Courtney Clenny. And she's an OnlyFans model and a social media influencer. Now, on April 3rd, officers responded to their apartment on what was reported as a domestic violence call. When they arrived there, they found Christian stabbed in the chest and Courtney covered in blood. Christian was transported to a nearby hospital where he later died from his injury. Courtney, his girlfriend, was detained and temporarily hospitalized after the stabbing for what I guess was like a mental evaluation. Now, she was released, and so far she has not been charged with the murder. Basically, the authorities are investigating to see if it was a justifiable homicide and if she was protecting herself. Now, y'all, that's the basis of the story. But there's a lot going on here, and that is the reason why I wanted to talk about this. So the reason why this story is pretty much blowing up on social media is because of Christian, the young man's past tweets. Evidently, he was not feeling Black women, and through a series of tweets over the years, he definitely let us know that he wasn't. Now, in the aftermath of his murder, his family put out a statement, and I'm going to read it because I'm not sure if it's a little blurry, and I want you guys to get what it's saying. It says, as a family, we strongly disagree with the ignorant and repulsive tweets from my then high school age brother that have recently resurfaced. However, the tweets do not diminish our demand for a thorough investigation into Toby, and that's what his family referred to him as, Toby, into Toby's murder or negate the necessity for justice. They're saying it's been a week um, since my brother, and this is his brother speaking, was brutally and senselessly killed. Courtney Taylor Clenny's callous actions have not been met with an ounce of remorse. We've seen videos of Courtney kissing her dogs while covered in what we believe to be my brother's blood and casually getting drinks at a hotel bar days later while my brother lays in the morgue. Now, that is a statement from Christian's brother. Now, y'all, let's just unpack this a little bit. I mentioned tweets that this young man made regarding Black women over the past years, and his brother also mentioned them. Now, what brought me to this story is I started seeing all these comments because when I first read the story, I was like, oh my goodness, this girl stabbed this boy to death. What is this about? Blah, blah, blah. So I go on to read the story, and like everybody else, I was sitting here like, okay, well, he got him a Becky, you know, this is what he wanted, and Becky took him away from here. Now, I wondered about the tweets. And y'all, so I went out on social media and I found some of them. And this is the reason why a lot of black women are saying this is not our fight. He went after something that he wanted and he aspired to have, and he got it. One of the tweets said, Black girls are um, born knowing how to shake their asses. He said, honestly, he doesn't care because they're not his type. He also mentions, can't believe someone thinks I talk to black girls when I don't. And I'm just going to pause for a second and let you guys read the rest. Now, y'all, the thing is, these tweets are out there. And obviously, they're just not tweets. It's the way that he lived his life. It's who he was attracted to. I know in the aftermath of his death, his family is saying basically disregard those. Okay? That was, the ramblings of a teenager. But y'all, I don't see it that way because that teenager grew up and went on to date exclusively white women while at the same time putting down black women. And here's what we say as black women: we don't care who you choose to love. If you prefer white women, that's on you. But that preference should not include putting down your own women. That's where black women have a problem. See, we don't really care, you know? You can't dictate to somebody who they're attracted to. He wanted a white woman, he got a white woman. That white woman took him out of here. Now, a question that I had when I was reading the story is, so you found who you wanted. Now, remember, the police showed up there because of a domestic violence call. So, were you and Becky fighting? Now, some of his friends and, of course, his family, they say that they cannot imagine a situation that Christian would put Courtney in that required her to stab him to death. I don't know. We don't know them, y'all. But my question is this: you had found your perfect woman. Why was there domestic violence? You talked all about how, women of color, black women are, and you ended up dying at the hands of this perfect woman that you went after. Now, y'all, I'm not going to be so callous as some of the comments that I see out on social media that said he got what he deserved because he was only 27 years old. And when a young person dies in whatever situation, it does bother me because I look at it this way: they never got a chance to grow older, mature, comb gray hair, any of that. They were taken at such an early age before they got a chance to, wisen up, live some life. So I don't want to be that callous. But the irony of what took him out of here is not lost on me. I will say it that way. Because the very women that you cheated on, they weren't the ones who ended up taking you out of here. You know? Just an observation, y'all. I wanted to know what you guys think of this story. Do you, as me, while you hate that this young man was ultimately murdered, and this girl's right now walking free with no charges against her until they investigated to see if she was justified in defending herself, if this was a true domestic violence, you know, case. Mm. How do y'all feel about that? Y'all, this is something. I I don't know. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out because he is not here to defend himself. They're going to have to rely on her, their friends, the apartment complex because I read something somewhere where it said, and I don't know how true this is, that just a week prior that he was kicked out of the apartment complex. Now I don't know if that was by her or was it by the complex, and what exactly was the reason. Somewhere I read that it was for domestic violence, but I am not sure of that. It's best to go out and research this yourself and, you know, form your own opinion. But I just can't get over the irony of it. I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are. If you could leave them down in the comment section. Did you hear about the story? And what do you think of it? Y'all, with that, this is the end of the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.